Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Money Love. I hope you guys are all staying happy, healthy, and blessed as ever. I would like to ask you guys to forgive my appearance right now. I'm a little out of pain and I just didn't feel pretty enough to get my whole self together. But I wanted to film and give content for you guys. So here it is. This video will be part of my mental health series. I know I'm sorry I didn't put a video on that series in a while. I just posted one and left it at that. But I just didn't have too much content on that because mental health is not like something I know super much about, but I do know how to deal with it in my own way. So let's get into it. This video will be touching base on dealing with moving past your emotional or psychological trauma. This is just basically how I moved past my own trauma. Maybe one day I will share my story on that, but I just am not strong enough to do that yet, just yet. I'm not saying strong enough. I just don't have the courage to do that yet. I'm very private, and that's a very personal journey of mine. And one day I will share that journey, but just not yet. But let's get into it. How I moved past my psychological trauma. Uh, for a while I was in the dark. Like a lot of people, I think aren't that self-aware. At the time, I wasn't self-aware, and I didn't know that I was hurting until someone brought it up to me. And that person is my husband. Um, I didn't realize like I still had so much trauma built up in me, and I was hurting until he's like, "Wow, these things are normal." For a while, when we were dating, if we were talking and or just having a not like an argument but a passionate conversation, like this, I would freak out like, oh my god, no, like I would be like very scared and timid around that because some things I've dealt with in the past, and I didn't realize it or acknowledge that I was still dealing with trauma. I thought that I was like strong and I moved past it. It's fine, it's in the past, but it's not technically in the past. It's still in your mind, and you don't want to bring out the trauma from your past into the present. You want to leave that behind and move past and move on and improve and blossom into a better person. But yeah, so I, like many people, were stubborn and didn't think I had a problem or needed help or wanted to seek help. I had a stigma on it. I felt that anybody that sought out help was either crazy or weak or just, I had a really bad thought process on it. And I know now that that's ridiculous, but I didn't see it. I started just like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. You're crazy. But I was not fine. So one day he told me, like, listen, you're either going to get this help or I'm gonna. He gave me an ultimatum, basically. He gave me an ultimatum, an offer I couldn't refuse. So I took the offer and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll go see a therapist. And I wasn't happy about it. I did go see this therapist. He held me up to it, so I definitely went to see a therapist. I found one who was take my health insurance. Okay, luckily I have health insurance that pays for that kind of things. And I was just like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And my therapist, it's not to sound like prejudice or anything, but she was a white woman. So I felt like, what is this white woman gonna do? How to handle my problems, my life issues that I deal with as a black woman? We walk through life completely differently. You don't know me. You don't know me. Like, who are you? You don't know me. Like, but she was very good. She was able to definitely separate her prejudices or mindset on anything. She like was able to listen and give me constructive, not constructive criticism, but advice. But so basically, what a therapist does is they give you a non-biased like a non-biased opinion, and they look at you, like you tell them all the things about details, issues about life, right? And they could look at it from the outside. It's not like talking to your friend because they're always going to be biased, but this person's looking at it from the outside and look at every detail. He analyzes it and sees like, this behavior may not be healthy. This person may not be good for you in your life. Like, it's fantastic, really. And she showed me a lot of things that I just perspectives that I never understood. And I was just like, it was like an aha moment and gave me clarity and was able for me to seal off a chapter in my life and put it away. Like, there's one thing I could talk about. Like, before I was with my husband, I was in a long relationship. This person I thought was going to marry, but was just a terrible human being. But we were together since I was very, very young. My first love, and I was, uh, but I didn't realize, I didn't register this person was literally just sucking the entire life out of me. He could literally cut me up and then slight me here to here. I'm like, I'll probably say thank you. I don't know about that. Actually, no. But still, uh, I always thought like, oh, only he was able to understand me and get me and handle a person like me, and that was just absolutely ridiculous. And it ended terribly. But shortly after that breakup, I was like, you know what? I want a new person in my life. I'm ready for this, a man that's going to love me and treat me right. And then as I prayed for that, and lo and behold, my husband and I started, talking and started dating. I'm like, wow, this is him. This is my soulmate. This is the love of my life. But I loved him and I love him, but I guess at the time my last relationship, I was still healing those wounds that my ex had left there. Like it's like poured, like he said, he cut up a wound and poured salt and vinegar and lemon juice in it. And so I was definitely like had wounds that were festering still, and that therapist was able to seal those wounds really. Like she taught me so much things. It's like, well, I was like, oh, this person never loved you. It was all manipulation. Um, and I was like, wow, I never thought it that way. She's amazing. So I really think everybody should see a therapist. It's really just like if someone that gives you another perspective. Like they talk to you, but you have to do the work also. You have to do your own work. It's a joint effort, really. But yeah, guys, definitely get the help. Like if getting help means taking medication, take your medication. If your help means seeing a therapist, see a therapist. If your help means prayer, getting more sleep, like all these things would be very helpful to somebody. Seriously. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching my video. Subscribe and, stay tuned for more videos. I'm gonna do better of like I don't know, this week was just such a funky week for me. I'm so sorry that I didn't post more videos. I'm just not feeling so well with all this pain. And I'll soon be having surgery in a couple of weeks, so then I may be a little bit more absent. But I'm planning on just making so many videos so that way there won't be a lapse of or much of a lapse. Well, anyway, goodbye now. Peace out.